A really important concept in a good, powerful golf swing is maintaining the width and the arc to your backswing. And what I'm talking about more specifically is the distance from my hands to my center of my chest. That distance is going to stay the same as I pivot up to the top of my backswing. And a lot of you will look at this position and you'll notice how straight this arm is. But I'm going to tell you, the secret to getting it is in your back arm, okay? What I feel like as I get to the top here, I feel like my right arm is constantly pushing the golf club away from myself. And that really gives me a good wide swing to generate the most power. Let me show you a good swing trainer that'll help you do just that. It's called the swing extender. Some of the best players in the world use this even on a consistent basis. And the thing I like about this trainer in particular is you can hit golf balls with it, and you'll notice it's not going to let me bend past a 90-degree angle.
So even some of the best golfers in the world, like Phil Mickelson here, will get a little long and narrow at the top of their backswing. Notice with the driver, as he gets to the top, he lets his back arm overflex, allowing that golf club to get a little too close to his body. So what that causes on the way down is it causes a very steep angle of attack, especially for a driver. That's something that he's got to deal with through the ball. And what he does to deal with it, he has to really use his hands to square that golf club up. So even as talented as he is, you're going to notice he's going to miss fairways every once in a while because that creates quite a large timing issue. So this is some footage from earlier this year at the Northern Trust, the LA Open here, and this is just after his win at Pebble Beach. And in order to train that problem out of his golf swing, you notice him here using that same swing extender. And the thing to take note here is just how much more compact and short his arm swing is with that swing extender on. He's got a lot more width and he's got a much shorter arm swing. Both very important things for a consistent strike through the golf ball. So first off, we have Charles Schwartzel, Masters champion here with the driver at this year's President's Cup. And notice as he takes that golf club back, all the width that he's creating early on with that right arm, pushing that golf club away from his body. It is allowed to bend at the top, but never more than that 90-degree angle that we were discussing earlier. So you can see as he gets to the top of his backswing here, he has a large window in between his arms, a lot of width and a lot of structure for the most power. And here we have an amateur golfer here, and you're going to notice as he takes it back, his right arm is going to start to fold early, and it's going to lead to a little bit of a collapse at the top of his backswing. So his right arm has been allowed to bend and overflex a little too much, causing the golf club to travel back too far and just a loss of width and structure. That causes on the downswing this rebound effect where he's going to have to cast the club from the top, throwing the golf club outside of the ball and leading to different misses. Here we have Kyle Stanley, this year's Phoenix Open champion and one of the longest hitters in golf today. He's only 5'10", 165 pounds, but keeping the width in his arms to the top of his golf swing allows him to really torque and coil his body there. We see a lot of that out of a lot of golfers today, like guys like Alvaro Quiros, J.B. Holmes, Camilo Villegas, very long hitters with a very compact, short arm swing. So just take note here as you watch both of these people, and if you could put yourself in Kyle's body and just feel the amount of torque and stretch that he feels as he pushes that golf club away from his body. And notice this amateur who's not getting that same sensation, and that causes him to start his downswing with his arms. Just out of sequence and kind of throwing his power away very early on in that downswing. Kyle's going to be able to store and bring all that loaded power into the hit and through to his finish.